All right, so we are here at the, where are we at, Diane? I cannot pronounce that word. What's it called?
Tantiusques.
Is that right?
Yeah. See, it says right there.
What do you think? Is she right? Where does it say it? Oh, Tantiusques. Oh, that's cheating. So this is a short, it's a mine? There's a mine up here. Graphite mine. This is only about 2-3 miles from our campground. We're here in Sturbridge, Mass. So we're leaving the area tomorrow, and we thought this is a short hike. We'd come check it out. Why don't you tag along with us? Wow, we just started the trail. We're probably, well, you can see it right down there is the trailhead. We came up here hardly any distance at all, and here's part of the mine. This might be just a ventilation shaft, though. I don't know. It's all blocked off. You're not going to get in there. Yeah. That's a good find already. All right, so after a real short climb, you come to a Y. And there you go. We're going to continue on that way to do the loop. We'll see what it brings us. So we must be the first ones on the trail today because the cobwebs are pretty thick through here. So Diane's up there doing her lead position. She found herself a stick. She's clearing the way. All right, so another find, huh? There we go, another shaft. Oh, wow. All right. What's that? Oh, maybe it's not a shaft. Oh, I don't know what it is. I don't see a shaft there. Well, but they were digging in here. Let's see what we got. Huh. Looks like it just goes up around the corner and goes back up. So we're going to continue on the trail. It's an easy trail. There's no real elevation gain so far, so pretty nice. Not wheelchair accessible, but anybody could hike it. All right, we're coming on another marker. Actually, there's a trail over there. I don't know where it goes, but this shows the loop to continue on this way. So that's what we're going to do today. Oh, a better stick. Oh yeah, better tool. Get those cobwebs. They come out and work this trail pretty good. They keep it pretty well cleared off, looks like. Oh, a bridge. Comes another marker. So there you go, that's the main trail. There's some type of trail goes off that way. But again, today we're here to do the main trail. So we found this trail online. Diane actually found it. People mentioned there were a lot of side chutes, but nobody ever talked about taking them, so. But we didn't plan on doing that today anyway. We just want to come out and do a nice mellow walk, check out the mine. So far, it's been pretty mellow. Diane's doing a great job on getting those cobwebs. I only caught one that you missed, Diane. Got me. Oh. Uh-oh, you better get those a little sooner. Good job. No sooner I just gave him credit for keeping the trail clear, and here we come, up on a little snag. Probably fell down recently. Another marker. Yeah, wow, so where did we take off from? We started here, and we've already gone around this, and there's a mine shaft, so do not enter. So, unmaintained trail, we're going to go up to here.
Yep.
And then what, gonna come back through this again maybe? And back to parking lot. All right, that's the trail up there. So actually by going straight, this is called the homestead site. So let's go see what the homestead site looks like. Diane's been getting her fair share of cobwebs up there, missing them with the stick. I think I'll hang back a little bit further. Yeah, get them. What's over there? Another trail. Yeah. No marker, but yeah, there's a number of trails. If the person wanted to, you come out here and take the different trails, but yeah, there's no markings on the trees or anything down there, but obviously it's a trail. We'll stick to our plan for now. It could change. And check out that almost perfectly round boulder. You look around going, where'd it come from? There's no rocks on this hillside. I mean, there probably was at one time. A mystery we will never know the answer to. Diane, is that uphill? Oh man, uphill. I always tease her about uphill. It's not really bad. But yeah, if these leaves were wet, that'd be slick, because it doesn't look like it in the video probably, but it's kind of steep. Get up there. Don't make me give you a prod. All right, well, we come to a Y. Trail takes off that way, and the trail takes off that way. And on the map, didn't show any turns. So we've decided we're going to stay to the left. I think that's the proper way. We'll find out. Because Diane and I have a tendency of getting lost. We will wander around aimlessly in places. We decided to mark our trail. Look at that. So we come back, we know we have to go that way. Now the key is to see that when we, I think a lot of trails, we go out jeeping, a lot of trails are marked by ladies leaving their bras on a stick. Diane?
I'd be happy to.
All right, well, get your bra off. You'll excuse us. We're going to mark this trail better. And the reason we marked it, according to the map, this is going to take us up to the homestead and then the highway, I guess. And we don't want to walk back on the highway, so we know we have to come back on this trail. That beats walking on a road, so. And odds are we would know to stay to the right, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to be safe. All right, well, again, doesn't show this on the map. Now we find another trail takes off that way. And that looks like a pretty nice trail. But I think we're going to stay to the left. Just stay to the left, keep climbing up the hill. And then we'll figure out if we don't find the homestead house up there. I didn't know there's a house. It just says homestead. So we find that, we know we're just going to stay to the right, come back down. And if we don't find it up there, then we may investigate some of these spurs, but...
All it is a foundation up here.
Oh, a foundation. But hey, we want to see that foundation. Let's go. Well, be sure to bring your water. That should go without saying, because like today, it's not real warm today. Oh, here's another angle. Here's another offshoot. It's not real warm today, but as you can tell, we're really in the trees, and there is absolutely no breeze, and it's muggy. So, and you never know, if something happens, you're out walking, you want to make sure you have your water anyway. So I don't know, there was another offshoot right there, and here's more trails. So when you're hiking with Diane, there's no turning around. And yet another trail. We came down that way, another trail, and we see a posted sign up here. So what's that? Posted private property, it says. Yep. So, and so I don't know. No trespass. That no trespassing sign. What's it say? If you're reading this sign, you're trespassing on private property. Unless you have permission to be on this property, please leave the way you came in. Well, that was friendly enough. Obviously, one of those other spurs was the way to the homestead, and it wasn't marked, so we're going to adhere to those signs and backtrack, because there's signs all over. Look, there's a sign here, there's a sign there, there's a sign over there. They clearly do not want us going any further, so we're going to head back, see if we missed something. No, I figured just we'll pop in a couple of these spurs and see if by chance there's a foundation or something that we missed. It's all right, they say, an unmaintained trail. Doesn't bother us at all. And it doesn't show on the map any turnoffs to get to the homestead. You don't have to maintain the trail, but at least come out here, and if there is a turnoff, just put homestead, and then don't man the trail. Don't even come back for the sign. Maybe they did that and the sign's gone, but give some indication. So that little spur just kind of circled around and went back down to the trail we were on by the no trespassing sign. So that was a no-go. All right, I guess we're going to scout down this trail a little bit now, because that's the trail we came on. So we're going to jaunt down this way and see if maybe we missed something. What do you see? Nothing? All right, just another trail. That's frustrating, but hey, you know what? At least we're still out getting a little walk in, out in nature. We're not sitting in front of the TV set. All right, continue on. Some spiders may have been building webs since we last came through here. Another spur. We came up that trail, so let's walk in that way a little ways and see what we see. Then you get walking down, then you get here and you go, look, there's another trail over there that heads up the hill. And that's the little spur we just came back down, and that's where that's headed. What's that, Diane?
What's that sign say?
That's just another boundary where you can hunt out here. So go around this corner, see what we see, and then we'll turn around. Right, well, we walk down the trail a ways, and there's a little shed of some sort and a barbecue. So I'm betting that's the people that put the no trespassing signs out, maybe. So we probably don't want to hang around here too long. Let's go back this way and get away from their house. Yeah, and there's some orange flags out there in the trees. And to me, orange flags are marking a property line, so even though there's no signs over here, we'll just vacate this area. Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in. We come up this trail, and I was in deep thought I was thinking about back home, because, you know, back home where we lived, if you go out in the country and you go hiking, there are people that did some things on their land that weren't necessarily legal, and you go on their property, you're taking your life in your own hands, right? Yeah, I mean, they would send the dogs after you, then people get shot. So I was thinking about back home. I was reflecting back on that. We come up that trail, and I thought we kept going that way, and Diane turned down that way. I was giving her a ration, and she pointed to this. That was her marker. So there you go. I would have had us headed in the wrong direction. That's what we do, though. We just end up walking around. We get more miles in on hiking trails by going the wrong direction than you can count. We were just reflecting back. When we first hit the road 10 years ago, we had a golden retriever with us. His name was Jack. He was a good boy. We'd take him out hiking with us, and we would we'd always tease just to have fun with him, and we'd turn him off leash if we were in an open area and tell him to find the car, find the Jeep, and he would take off, and you know, he'd find his way back on the trail. So we get times like this, we always reflect back about Jack and say how fun it'd be to have him here, and just turn him loose out here and tell him to go find the car. He would have got us out of that little hitch. What's that?
Oh, just orange
Yeah. Yeah, there's some orange markers in the trees. I think that's property lines, so we're going to continue on. There's a couple more spurs down here we'll check out. Which way do we go, Diane? Oh, look. There you go. There's our marker. We go that way, but we're going to go check that a little ways. Anything down there? Let's look a little ways. All right, so this is one of the first spurs we saw once we came onto the non-maintained trail. So we're going to walk up here a ways and see what we see. Wouldn't that be funny if we should have taken the very first trail?
The road is right there.
Well, you know, it would make sense because you're right. We're headed directly to the road right now, so that'd be funny that we went all that way and it was only here. All right, well, that trail has led us back to the road right behind me. There's a road. I see something metal right over here. Let's walk in and check that out, and then we're going to turn around and backtrack. Yeah, there's something right over there. I don't know if it's a big barrel or a old car body, but we're going to go check it out. We made it to the road, so this was probably the spur to the homestead, but we don't know where the homestead is. So we're going to backtrack. We're going to head back to the main trail. We're going to go back to the car. Then we're going to drive up that highway. We're going to drive up that highway and see if we see the homestead. We don't want to get on the highway and walk. It's 2-lane road. That's no fun. We'll go back, get the car, and head up that way. Come along with us. We're probably about to the end of the unmaintained trail here pretty soon. Which actually, for an unmaintained trail, is pretty nice. All right, now we're back to the very first trail, the loop trail. Now we're going to go back on the loop mine, or the loop trail, head that direction back toward the parking lot. So if any of you have been out here and you found the homestead spot, I don't know, the homestead site, it says, if you found it, chime in down below. Let us know where we went wrong, and maybe that'll also help anybody that's watching this video in case they come out here and try and find it. Because we, I don't know, so far we've had no luck.
Nope.
All right, uncharted territory, here we go. Okay. Hey, where's this go? What is it? Oh yeah, that's a cool rock up there. We had to come up this hill. I knew Diane would find a darn hill on this trail sooner or later. We found a spot. This is the first air movement we've had since we hit the trail.
Feels good.
Oh, it feels good. It's muggy. It's warm. It rained a little bit last night, so that helped it. All right, and it's downhill. Air and downhill.
And look at all this mountain laurel.
Mountain laurel. From our master gardener here. Being that's where the road is. Did we go by this sign? I think so.
This is the one that tells us.
Yeah, that's where we were. So that's our first sign. That's the trail we didn't take. And I think I can even see the car down through the trees. Ka. Oh yeah. Over here we gotta say the ka. All right, we're back to the parking lot. What's that?
We didn't even see that little P on that. For
No.
the other parking.
I think
We're so observant.
we're so observant. We knew we wanted to do that loop. But actually on the sign, it shows up the road. You have to cross the road, and there's another parking lot up there. So
We're gonna go find the homestead.
So right along with it, we're going to jump in the car, run up the road, park in the parking lot, and it looks like we're going to just like be right at the homestead. Come on, let's go check it out. All right, so we jumped in the car. We drove up the road. We saw the house that we saw while we were on the trail across the highway. We drove down the road right behind us here, looking for a parking spot, as it says there is on the map. Didn't see a parking spot. So we drove all the way down. We kind of did a little loop, went back up the highway, came back up here, because there's houses all around it. So here's the road. Right across that road up there is where we were on the trail. We turned down this road. There's a house behind us over here. There's a house over here. We drove down this road. We took a left. Houses all along. And here we are back at the trailhead. And this is what we're going to do for parking. So it's not a busy road, and it's not very far in, I don't think. So we're going to go check it out. There we are. He said this is the cellar. So according to the map, it pointed to here and said that was the cellar. So the house, I don't know if this was a separate cellar. Could have been a separate cellar, or it could have been the cellar. Well, they would have called it a basement, I would think. But I don't know how they do it out east. They may call basement cellars, but I would say that over there, the house was probably over there somewhere, and the cellar was back here, away from the house. And there's the highway, right over there. And we were on the trail right up over there. So if we'd have continued across the street to here and walked up, what is that, 30 yards?
Yeah, not
We'd have been there. Oh well, here we are, the homestead. You probably won't have an issue, especially now if you watch this video and come do the trail. So, hey, if you're just sitting around, nothing to do, you're camped in this area at Sturbridge, and it's not a very long walk. What do you think? We walked 3 miles?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And we went the wrong way. So if you want to come here and walk around out there and check out those little offshoots and stuff, it's a nice stroll through the trees. Like I said, better than sitting at home. All right, well, the battery died on me back there, so I'm not sure what we actually were able to save where the camera went off. But anyway, like we were saying, we found the homestead property at least. And you know, if you're kicking back in the Sturbridge area and you've kind of seen the stuff you wanted to see and you have a little time to kill, it's a fun thing to do. I mean, it's a walk in the woods, better than sitting at home watching TV, like we said. So now you think we're going to go home and sit in front of the TV. We're not. We're going to find something else to do. Tomorrow's a travel day. We're going to move on. Okay. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed the little video. I know it wasn't much, but it was something. Maybe you'll know about it if you come to the area. If you enjoyed it at all, how about a thumbs up? If you didn't enjoy it, hit the thumbs up 3 times. Get it? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up. Maybe, I think that's how that works.
Really, I don't know.
I'm not sure. And leave a comment down below. Have a great day.
Happy trails.
Happy trails. We'll see you in the next video.